News 4 has obtained the more than 500-page internal affairs report detailing the misclassification of crime statistics at D.C. police.
Yeah, this report shows 19 officials are facing misconduct charges, 13 facing termination, and that includes the department's former second-in-command, Andre Wright, who was demoted to captain and today announced his decision to retire.
Yeah, News 4's Paul Wagner has spent the last 2 days going through this huge report page by page, and he's joining us now. Paul, walk us through what you've actually learned.
Well, Adam and Susan, 6 investigators and 3 supervisors at Internal Affairs spent more than 2 months interviewing dozens of officers and officials. They seized phones, examined email and text messages. They looked through countless crime reports, and what they found, according to the Internal Affairs report, was a willingness to reclassify crimes for a variety of reasons, which made it appear crime was lower than it actually was. One captain admitted to downgrading 360 reports. When investigators with Internal Affairs seized the work phone of Andre Wright, the co-executive assistant chief of police, the report says they found page after page of vulgar and crass text messages he exchanged with his wife, Natasha Wright, an inspector in the department. Most of the messages had sexual overtones, but others had to do with crime stats and how Wright thought they should be recorded. In the conclusion of their investigation, Internal Affairs wrote in part, while there is no evidence other than conjecture from witnesses that Chief Wright specifically directed the misclassification of crimes on a large scale, the pattern of conduct uncovered certainly indicates that he was aware of and supported the practice. At a news conference last week, Interim Chief of Police Jeffrey Carroll was asked about his decision to issue letters of termination to 13 of the 19 officials.
Can't really get into the specifics of it.
Another top official accused in the case is Lachey Makel. Until recently, she was an assistant chief overseeing patrol. According to the Internal Affairs report, Chief Makel's leadership ultimately created a culture within 7D, according to witnesses, in which they eventually purposely underclassified crime, either to meet her then understood expectations or to avoid contentious exchanges with her. In the interview with Internal Affairs, Makel denied ever participating in conversations with subordinates in which she influenced reporting classifications. However, investigators say they found an email that showed the opposite when Makel was the commander of the 7th District. In the email, Commander Makel said she was concerned with a large number of theft reports and thought some could be reclassified. A sergeant reviewed 26 reports and found 6 that could be reclassified. Makel wrote back in the email, "Sergeant, thank you. This is fantastic." Makel then wrote a captain and said, "Please handle all those in need of classification changes." Detectives working in the 7th District were so concerned with the pattern of crimes that were being downgraded, they decided to track them with a spreadsheet. After News 4 reported last July that Commander Michael Pulliam had been placed on leave and accused by then Chief of Police Pam Smith of manipulating crime stats, the Department of Justice and the House Oversight Committee launched their own investigations. Pulliam denied the allegations, but investigators with Internal Affairs say Pulliam changed the classifications in 157 reports. Pulliam told the investigators his reclassifications were made to ensure accurate reporting. Perhaps one of the more eye-opening discoveries in the report is the case of Captain George Donegan, who investigators say reclassified 360 reports. The investigators wrote Captain Donegan admitted his conduct to the IAD when interviewed. He admitted that he intentionally classified or reclassified reports to reflect lesser offenses and inferred that it was the result of pressure to lower crime stats, both in 2D and his Thrive area. The report also notes the fact that back in April of 2019 and December of 2019, Internal Affairs investigated allegations of manipulating crime stats in 2 separate police districts. Both investigations ended without anyone facing discipline. We should note all 13 MPD employees issued termination letters that are on leave and have the right to appeal. News 4 reached out to both Andre Wright and Lachey Makel to ask them about the claims in the IAD report. We have not heard back. Although the Internal Affairs investigation is over, the Inspector General is expected to release an audit in the coming days. That's the latest here from the newsroom. Now back to you.
Yeah, thanks so much, Paul. We know that you've been on this, and great job on bringing that all to us, too, and making some sense out of it.
Yeah, great reporting, Paul. All right, we'll be right back.